Let's start with just one string. Raise one of your arms so that it's parallel to the floor. Swing the string towards that arm to wrap on it. You should aim so that the part of the string right before the glow stick is the area of contact. Ideally, the wrap should go around your arm about 1/2 to 3/4 of a circle. If it wraps too much and goes all the way around, you might get rope burn as you pull back, or it might hit your knuckles as it comes around. If it wraps too little, it'll turn into more of a tap than a wrap and lose momentum. Practice with both hands until you are comfortable. Now, try doing the arm wrap while swinging the other glow stick in circles. If you find it hard to keep the other glow stick spinning, try to focus on swinging it with just your wrist. That way you can keep your arm stationary for wraps while spinning the other glow stick. Slow down if you cannot do it. Don't rush it. It's better to go slow and gradually fix your mistakes than to speed through it without really knowing what's wrong. After you feel confident, you should try it with your left hand.
Your arms are not the only place you can wrap. Now let's try the basic leg wrap. This is not a hard wrap. You might not spend that much time on it, and that's okay. This is just an exercise so you know that arms are not the only place you can wrap. After you feel comfortable doing this wrap, try it on the other leg. Also try the same thing with your left hand. Now, try doing the leg wrap while swinging the other glow stick in circles. This one might be a little hard because the space is a little cramped. If your strings are hitting something that they are not supposed to hit, try to open your arms and spread them apart to give yourself more room.
Let's try wrapping on your biceps from a different angle. First, swing the glow sticks on your two sides like jump ropes. Turn your forearm and wrist in towards your biceps, like you are flexing. That should allow your strings to wrap on your biceps. The right string should wrap on your right bicep, the left string on your left bicep. If your glow stick is coming all the way around and hitting your knuckles again, try not to bend your elbows so much to increase the distance between your hand and the bicep it is wrapping on, or try shortening the strings a little. Here is a variation of the side bicep wraps, with the glow sticks going in opposite directions. You can get into it by swinging them back and forth in opposite directions first, then start wrapping. Another way to get into it is to first do a forward swing on your sides like jump roping. Then wrap only one glow stick on your bicep first. Proceed to start wrapping both arms at the same time after. Getting into the wrap is the hardest part. The transitions between wraps are what make up combos later on. Learning how to get into and out of each wrap will make your practice more fun and gives yourself a lot more creative freedom.
This wrap might seem scary to a lot of people, but it's not as bad as it seems. The hard part is to get over the fear and to have good aim, since your neck is a much smaller target area than your arm. Go slow and try one hand at a time as usual, then you shouldn't have too much trouble with this wrap. You can now try to mix up all the wraps you have learned to create some simple combos by wrapping one place after another. Try bouncing them back and forth in different sequences and experiment. Maybe turn 90 degrees and transition into side bicep wraps. Practice should be a lot more fun now. Feel free to copy and learn the sequence shown in this clip if you want, but copy it just for practice. It's very important for you to try and create your own original patterns later on in order to be unique.
This is probably one of the harder wraps at first. There are a couple ways to get into this wrap. Get into it from a weave. Turn your body 90 degrees as you cross over to one side and start your double bicep wraps. Another way to start is by doing one single arm wrap, then start wrapping both strings simultaneously on the opposite arm's biceps. If the glow sticks come around and hit you in the knuckles, try moving your hands further away from your chest to increase the distance between your hand and the bicep that it is wrapping on, or you can try shortening your strings a little. As you can probably tell, aiming and positioning your body is becoming more and more important as the difficulty increases. You really need to know where you want your strings to go and what positions to place your hand in the area of target. This might take some time and practice, but have patience, we are almost done with the lessons. After you feel comfortable with this move, you should have a lot more room for creativity by transitioning one move into the other.
This is the last lesson in Rap 101. It's the bread and butter move that you should feel comfortable to fall back on at any time. There are 4 parts to this move. Do an arm wrap with your right string on your left arm. Then immediately do another arm wrap with your left string onto your right arm. Then right string on your left arm again, but this time coming from the bottom. And finally, left string on your right arm, and repeat. Don't worry if you can't get it perfect at first. This is a pretty hard move. You may find your swings losing momentum because you have to keep so many things in control all at the same time. Or maybe you start to hit your knuckles again because it's harder to aim with so much going on. Try to figure out which of the 4 parts you have problems with, then focus your attention to just that one wrap. For example, if you always mess up when the right string is supposed to wrap on your left arm from the bottom, focus your attention there. Fix it one small step at a time. Eventually, you will be able to do this without thinking. With alternate arm wraps, you should be able to go from any move into any other move without too much trouble. Try making up some more combos with everything you know and enjoy glow stringing.